man on Clubhouse is in the audience.
Who be that?
No, I'm on stage actually.
Prince?
Oh,
Yes,
I'm bring up Prince. Prince,
No,
I mean, what Prince is how a lot of
I don't
Palestinians feel.
think Prince likes hi Judy. I don't think Prince likes
It doesn't matter. What he's saying is how a lot of Palestinians feel.
What's
You
his
guys just
What Prince says
Yeah.
nothing related to what Palestinians feel.
I'm not
No, hold on.
Wait
So
a minute,
there
hold on, wait,
is
Judy,
a plethora.
is that really you? Hold on. Judy, is that really you? You got 5 seconds because it might not be.
Hi. Yeah, that's
Okay,
me.
just checking.
So there is a plethora of opinions amongst the Palestinians and amongst the Israelis, right? So we can't really deny that. Definitely, for some Palestinians, this is a religious conflict. Definitely, some Israelis, this is a religious conflict.
Let me ask you something. Just say, Hitler used religious text, right?
No,
No, he didn't.
He did not.
no.
It was actually
You
very
should ask a Jew.
anti-Christian.
You should. No, hold on. You should ask. You should ask Jew.
I mean, why would I ask you? I would just
Hitler did.
No.
Hitler did.
No, he
did.
So to a
Just a
certain
second. Hold on. Then go ahead. Just a second. Let me finish. When someone's using a reason and says, "Oh, I'm doing this because of religion. I'm doing that," it does not mean because of religion. Israel can keep saying, "This is a religious war." For Palestinians, it's never going to be a religious war. It's not about religion. There are aspects of religion, but we're not doing this conflict liberation movement on behalf of Muslims. Muslims can go fuck themselves. It's not about them. They want to fight, they can come fight for themselves. We're looking for our own freedom. When Israel kills someone,
but you're speaking as if all Palestinians act with the same.
No, just a second. No. Just a second. We're looking at the Muslim. When you look at the Palestinian liberation, right? That is what represented the Palestinians.
Yes.
It is about the land. It is about freedom. It's not about Allah. Okay.
But
Now, with someone,
all the Palestinians are acting with the same.
you're always gonna find 1 or 2 or 3 or
It's
smaller.
much
group
more
who
than
says
that.
But just a second, hold on. The Palestinian liberation movement is not funded on religion. Like you being Muslim.
I didn't say it was founded on religion.
No, it's
Right. I didn't say that it was.
No, I mean
What I said was there's a significant number of people that are motivated by religion. Like, okay, let's take your Nazi example. Yeah, the Nazis used Christianity to a certain extent to motivate certain Christian denominations to get on board with their plans, right? Why were they using Christianity or biblical texts or whatever to motivate those people that are motivated by Christianity? Right, so to get them, although the Nazis, for them, it wasn't about Christianity, to get those people who believe in Christianity and who are motivated by it to be on board with their plans. Similarly, you can say the same thing about Palestinians and Israelis. They both use religion as a motivating factor for those people that are religious.
Just a second. I'm not denying that some factions in the Palestinian liberation movement recently, in the last 20 years, more than 20 years, in the last few years where Hamas kind of took this and ran with it, they want to turn it about themselves. And they want to do it and use religion just for their own agenda. But if you look at the foundation of the Palestinian movement, the liberation, the PLO, right, you're going to find many of the founders were Christians. This is where the Palestinian identity started kind of to shape into national Palestinian identity. We always were Palestinian, but I mean national Palestinian identity. So the foundation of it was not like when Israel kills you, it does not really kill you because you're a Muslim. It kills you because you're a Palestinian, whether you're Christian or you're a Muslim. Okay. Now Hamas want to use religion and they just want to bring it into it. Oh, tahrir, what jihad, fi sabil. Okay, they I'm not denying they're doing that. But if you return to the court, no, it's not about that. It's not about that. They
I agree with you. At the core,
just a second. Sorry.
I agree with you at the core to nationalist movement, but you can't deny that there were Muslims involved from the very beginning.
Yeah. So,
like Azdin al-Qassam was from Syria, right? Why
But you said it right. You
for
said it
Palestine,
right.
right?
You asked me to join the club for 99 cents per month. What does that mean?
Wait, what?
You asked me to join for 99 cents per month.
No, she says, "Oh, I was impressed what you did to Prince yesterday." I said, "Join the club for 99 cents a month." I can do that.
What does that even mean?
I can emulate Prince for 99 cents. If
but
you-
Okay, well then let's
It was an expression.
It's maniac. That's all it is.
أنا بنيك
Wait,
برنس
I have
ببلاش
a
بس عشان
question.
99 سنت.
I have a question.
I don't care to humiliate
I have a
friends.
question.
Alright.
بنيك برنس
Whatever
ببلاش.
he wants to say,
I
you
have
know.
a question.
mean,
If Benny
كل
Olive,
خارة ولا.
if you care about Palestinians so much, why did you poison them with drugs under
Why
occupation?
did I poison them with
Yeah.
drugs?
Why did you sell your community drugs? And
I
why
didn't
did
sell
you commit-
drugs.
You're a liar. You sold drugs.
How did I
And
sell
you
drugs?
spent years in prison. For
I spent
ruining
years
the
in
fabric
prison.
of Palestinian
Hold on, hold
society.
on, hold on, hold on. This is so funny. I said, see, first of all, guys, watch Prince. He's losing the fucking
Did you or
argument.
did you not sell drugs?
No, I did not sell drugs.
You
No,
told
listen
us
to
in the
this.
room that
No,
you
I
did.
didn't say that. See, you did not fucking listen to what I
guys,
said.
can
Just a
other
second. No,
couples
Judy,
explain?
Judy, mute. Just Judy, just a
شوف
second.
بلاش شخصن بلاش شخصن
Just a second.
They cannot actual or the argument.
يعني
Yes.
تسيبني ما تحكي. هلا
Can you, Judy, can you answer the phone? I'm trying to call you.
Judy, just a second. Just a second. Prince is losing the fucking argument and is trying to turn it into personal.
No,
First of all, I
I'm
never.
just wondering.
No. You asked about poison. I did not sell drugs. I went to jail, okay? But I did not go for drugs.
For selling flowers?
No, for hurting people.
Oh, so you hurt your people.
Yes.
And you're here pretending that you're an advocate of your people.
Yes, I am an advocate. I was in a bad,
So, and you stole. Were you a thief?
bad place.
Were
No,
you
I
a
was
thief?
not thief. No, not a thief.
Why did you hurt people?
I hurt people because they were fucking assholes and they deserve it. Now I can fucking hurt you.
They were fucking assholes and they deserved it?
Yeah,
I don't think this is...
I don't give a fuck what you think.
Okay, stop it, stop.
بنيكك يا أمير بنيكك
حبيبي ارجوك حبيبي
Hey,
لو
guys,
سمحتوا.
stop,
لا ليش
stop. There will be no violence.
أمير يا ابن الشرموطة لأنيك أمك يا لأختك لأنيك
Yo, حاجة man.
Go take a
There's
time
only-
out, guys. Yeah.
Okay, now
No,
I'm...
no,
Prince,
stop
the nation
talking about
شخصن.
it. Just let it
There is
go.
only for that.
Let's do a time out.
عمرك خيب هذا.
Stop it. Time
يا
out.
ابن الشرموطة لأنيك أختك إذا بتجيب سيرتي فاهم يا ابن الكحبة؟
You're a criminal, don't talk
What
to me.
the heck?
We're both going down.
Thank you. You can't threaten people with acts of violence, weirdos.
He just doxed him. Or at least he thinks he did. Are we okay with that?
Who's he?
I think we got too much testosterone in the room.
No. Prince
Victoria,
is
I have
under the impression, Prince is under the impression that he had actual information on Benny. Private information, right? That's doxing. You guys don't view that as like the ultimate sin?
No.
No. Well, I do think
Ultimate sin would be
that, but I don't think what he
Blasphemy.
really does. He
This
didn't
is
give
very-
a name just because he said like you went to jail for something.
Next, this will get you out.
I'm tempted to pick another fight with Bashar to redirect the attention.
What do you want to do now? What rubbish do you
At least our fights are playful.
play? You think this is playful?
I do.
You're right.
I admit it's quite playful.
Like to me, you're an infidel.
To me,
Like not to me, you're a
What
church.
is wrong with you guys?
I'm trying to redirect the awkwardness. I made it more awkward, sorry. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Can the women please restore order in this room?
Honestly, bro, I don't care what you believe in. What
And the
you
real
say
Slim
is that
Shady,
you
please
gouge
stand
your
up.
nose.
Please stand up.
Please stand up.
always
Oh man.
I think you guys should let my people speak and let them hash it out. You know?
Fine. See, Jack is coming for the drama, baby. Jack's coming for the drama, baby.
Palestine revolt in the house.
Three things are guaranteed in this life: death, taxes, and silencing
Okay.
Palestinians. I've had
Okay,
enough.
look, I don't know what like
Anything that threatens violence.
hold on, Stella. I don't know what the boundaries are here, but if somebody faces that kind of a statement that throws into his face, he gets at the very least to have a mic back.
Wait, Emrose, are we talking about
Yeah, this was an attempted.
Wait, let me ask the question first then.
No,
Are we
it's
talking
not about
about-
me. It's
Holy
about
shit.
people.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
Barnica, I want
Oh my god. Just let me ask the fucking question.
I
Jesus
don't
Christ.
care about you. You're not interesting to me.
I'm just a little Palestinian. You don't give a fuck.
He did threaten Judy with death yesterday, okay? Prince did.
Ooh.
Okay,
He said, you're dead,
But
white girl.
Prince
I was
just
just trying to ask
came
a
up
question,
and then Prince just came up and it said all of his criminal that's spent time in jail for selling drugs.
Listen, I
And
don't
then they
know
were
all
both
this.
dropped because Benny cursed him back. And
I get you.
I don't know what the rules are here, but here, even if it's Prince thinks he did some doxing, even though he didn't, that's still a red
That
line.
guy also
And at the
doxed
very
Prince,
least, Benny should have a
though.
mic to explain this.
Doesn't mean
That
it's
guy
true.
also
This is
doxed
really,
Prince.
really awful.
He did.
Doesn't mean
He
it's
said
true,
he didn't
right?
go to
He said he didn't go to jail. He explained himself, and yesterday, to be fair,
Yeah, they
Benny
both got
did
explained.
accuse him, did put on blast his whole history with the PA and how
Yeah, this is shit. Yeah,
they're both coming after each other. And yesterday, Prince did threaten my friend Judy with harm. So I think one more warning, Prince. I know you're going to threaten me and run around talking shit, but I'm going to remove you again if you keep talking shit.
Was there
I
any
just think they
context
both
to that?
kind of doxed.
Yeah.
That
What
guy
happened
used.
yesterday?
Then he used Prince's real name.
You've also been
Prince
sending
said
me
that guy
threatening
went to prison.
messages, so I kind of just don't want him in this
Good.
room anymore. Where is he? Prince, why are you even coming in here if you have something against me? I'm just gonna block this fucker.
I think they both have a right to speak. That's all I'm saying.
You blocked him.
We should both be able to get their.
Jack, go
truths
ahead.
out.
Actually, this is not fair. Jack was speaking. Everyone.
Yeah, like I'm just saying. I think they both should get their truths out. They both, if you want to consider it doxing. I don't know. Benny seems like he's Palestinian yet. He said Prince's real name. The other guy, Prince, said that guy with the prison. Who knows what's fucking true? They kind of both down. I don't like the cursing at each other. Let's just talk it out, guys. Not a big deal.
Like Benny, Benny Allen's not innocent in
It's
this.
a big deal. Benny curses a lot. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I'm not a fan of the cursing.
like
shit,
I'm
yeah.
wrong that Prince. I think it's wrong what Prince did. I'm just him. Like he's personalizing it, but Benny always does cuss a lot. That's not.
Like, the whole act is just horrendous.
I'd like to
This
unite
whole
my
I
people.
dox
You know?
you dox me, bullshit.
I see a future where Prince and Benny Olive are best friends. And I'm trying to.
Agreed.
I tried to sort them out, man.
Okay, just a second. Hold on. Just a second.
How's it going,
Guys,
Benny? Nice
I
to
can
meet you,
speak-
brother.
Nice to meet you, bro. I can speak to you all with respect as long as you treat me with respect. If you try to be a bully, I'm the biggest fucking bully. If you try to, as a Jewish Zionist, you try to talk to me and think I'm dumb and read from Hasbara, I'm gonna fuck you up. So talking with respect, you get respect back. This motherfucker, Salafi, trying kind of to imply whatever. I can dox him literally right now.
Wait,
He's fucking
Benny,
full of
Don't
shit.
do that. Don't.
Can we get a peace treaty between you and
Benny, you
Prince?
don't do that. Benny.
And you go to.
لا hey, come on, don't cuss, don't cuss.
لا لا حبيبي اسمع
Be
شوي.
respectful.
ما حد يدخل بيننا لانه غلط معنا.
لا انا بينك.
انا راد جون
حبيبي الله يرضى عليك.
عشان نقعد
الله يرضى
ناس
عليك.
بس
الله
هيك
يرضى
ما
عليك.
مش معي بص
الله رمضان كريم يا حبيبي رمضان كريم.
يوم الثلاثاء مش هسه.
The Palestinian took over the show our room.
I'm just here to, trying to create peace between my two people over here, Prince and Benny. And I see a future where they have a 2-mic salute. I think we can achieve this.
This is the segment that Nagus and I would like to sing all the song.
Which one?
It's time for a duet, everyone.
Can we pick the song?
No.
Which one?
I believe the children are our future.
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Never mind. Test each other out. This is the worst. Just kill us, bro.
Fucking haters.
Oh.
Let's talk about the Shoah. Fuck that. That's less depressing.
Jack came here for drama, looks like.
Didn't. When I came in here, it was peaceful, and then the drama came.
Where have you been, Jack?
I'm a peacemaker, guys.
I know.
Where have you been?
And, in a horrible place called reality. Living offline.
Jack,
It's a terrible place.
Welcome to life, baby.
Jack, did you hit the road?
Hit the road, Jack.
Changed my name. I got a new identity.
Hit the road, Jack.
We have a Hamas and PA resolution reunion coming up soon, and I'm inviting Benny, Olive, and to join. I'll send you guys separate invitations.
No,
This
man.
toxic shit is really scary.
For me, Hamas and Israel is the same.
Mehmet?
Yes, sir. Who's calling it?
Yeah, this is Indonesian name, Mehmet.
I think it's Turkish, isn't it?
Yeah.
يعني اسم الله عليك يا مدمن كلب يا زلمه.
ايه والله صح كلامك.
ولاد عم.
Indonesians and Turks are both from Asia, so both.
No,
أهلك الرايد صح؟
It's not my real name. I'm not really Mehmet.
ايش خالي شو بني؟
Wait, you're not actually Mehmet the Conqueror?
He's not remember the
I'm really not. You know, to a lot of people's disappointment.
You sound like a Catholic to me, you know?
Sorry, what
You're gonna fit Benny. Anyway.
That was a joke. Alright.
Oh, what are we talking about?
So Bingo, before that discussion kind of turned, back in '82 when the PLO left Beirut after what happened there, at that stage the Muslim Brotherhood movement thought that they do have a chance to replace the PLO. And this kind of then, it took them a few years, they funded Hamas, what was Mujamma al-Islami, then they funded Hamas. The whole idea of Hamas just to replace the PLO. But if you think about it right now and you see what kind of Palestinian cause reached to, kind of the bottom of the bottom, even Hamas saying we want to go back to the PLO, right? Understand that there's some factions who want to turn it into religious, but not because of jihad, because of donations, because they want to go to Malaysia and it's like, hey, donate for Al-Aqsa, give us your $1 million. So we always, as Palestinians, we resist that narrative because you're going to find a lot of tension between Hamas narrative and the Israelis. They both want to turn it into, they want to say that Hamas is victorious. Israelis say, oh, Hamas won. Hamas says we. It's like you find a lot of intersection. So we as Palestinians, majority of collective, we try to avoid that.
I don't think you can speak for the majority, but yes, there's definitely a significant number of Palestinians who want to keep it a secular in nature, like the resistance. But you can't deny that from the very beginning, like I said, Azz-ad-Din al-Qassam, that was a Syrian guy, very religious. He was the inspiration, obviously, he was a martyr for Palestine. But he didn't, in his mind, he wasn't martyring himself for Palestine, he was martyring himself for Muslims. Right? And this goes back
Not totally accurate. No, not totally accurate. No, but not totally accurate that he was doing it for Muslims. He was first of all an Arab. So he was saying, oh, Jamal Abdel Nasser came to help the Palestinians because he's Muslim. How do you know? He was also an Arab. Now, I wanted to look at what the Palestinians' official representative are saying.
I agree with you. Listen, I agree with you that the majority in the beginning, right, up until the 80s, was primarily secular in nature, right? I don't disagree with you on that. But there have always been a group of people who were more motivated by Islam as opposed to Palestinian.
Yeah, not
Palestinian, right?
But,
and at this point,
Hello?
there is a significant proportion of Palestinians that are motivated by Muslims. Listen, man, I get that. Like, listen.
They're not mutually exclusive, Benny. They're not mutually exclusive. It's a redundant equivalent.
It's redundant
if
equivalent.
He's saying he's dying for his land, in a way he's abiding by religious principles of standing against, say, oppression or resisting against oppression. So they would sort of go hand in hand.
Yeah, but Azz-ad-Din al-Qassam was Syrian. He wasn't even Palestinian.
Oh, I see. Okay.
no, Jamal Abdel Nasser was Egyptian too.
Jamal Abdel Nasser, yes, that's what he was. He was fighting. Yes.
Why are
He
you
was fighting that because his ideology was explicitly pan-Arabism and secular in nature. That's his professed ideology, right?
So
he was doing it from a pan-Arabist
say it is an Arab conflict. It's not a Palestinian conflict, like right? So
I
each one
think
can
it
push
is.
his own identity. Just a second. one of the things that Palestinians have to go through, and actually one of the main reasons for the conflict between Palestinians and neighboring Arab countries is define this conflict. Who speaks on behalf of Palestinians? And right? Like Jamal Abdel Nasser want to control the narrative, then Ben Hussein want to control the narrative, then with Hafez al-Assad, then in Lebanon. But the Palestinians, whether you liked it or not, or whatever you kind of stand on that side, you say the Palestinians wanted and they saw in this kind of conflict, they want to represent themselves. Okay? And they reached to that with the PLO. There were so many mistakes, there were so many things, but they reached to that with the PLO. And then there were some, which I agree with you, there's some groups from within that are originated with the Muslim Brotherhood, right? And later, for example, Jihad Islami were kind of sponsored by Iran. They want to turn this, they want to destroy the PLO as an organization. They have been working actively on destroying it. Now,
I agree. Listen, we agree on the facts, Benny. Like, the only thing that I'm kind of trying to make clear is that there are a significant proportion of people on both sides, on the Israeli side and on the Palestinian side, and if it's like the larger Arab side, that are motivated by Islam.
yeah. Now, when we being pragmatic and we look at the world that we live in and what rules this world, international law, and let's assume international law is not a joke and the UN is not a joke, and this is what we're gonna play. These are the rules that the big guys put, and we have to play with it because this theater we live in. The Israelis have this, because they're on the winning side, they keep cherry picking. Oh, now we're gonna play the ancestor land of us, and then later what you're gonna find is, oh, but we go by international law, we can do this. Us as Palestinians, by international law, there's nothing to say, oh, this land belonged to the Jews. This is a joke, it's a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale from 2,000 years ago. If you bring it to a course like I used to live here 2,000 years ago, now I have it. By international law, this does not really stand. And for us as Palestinians, collective, want to get our rights, recognition on the international stage, we're not going to use the Muslim cause because it does not stand. That's some book you believe in, and that book you believe in, and that does not stand, right? So we need to be really careful using this kind of terminology. Now, what Prince was saying in the comment is, oh, we say when someone dies, this is a shaheed. So what? Like, even if you're Christian, you say, I done Shaheed al-Watan. Shaheed is not kind of tied to religion.
I mean, it can be, but it's not necessarily.
No, exactly. I'm not necessarily tied. So each one start kind of seeing from the lens of himself.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And listen, the last 100 years, give or take, of the Arab world, right, can be characterized as a power struggle between the pan-Arabists and the pan-Muslimists. More or less.
I'm not so sure if you can make that sort of.
It's an overgeneralization.
As overgeneralized, yeah.
Yes, but you can view it from an overly simplistic lens in that sense, right?
In one way, yeah, I'd agree with you.
Yes, and for the beginning of that 100 years, for the first 50 to 70 years of it, more or less the pan-Arabists have won, or the nationalist component have won. Nationalist ideology was the prominent ideology.
Yeah.
Now it's flipping.
I don't think so.
How? Sisi,
unfortunately, it is.
No, Benny. This is what.
No, Sisi hanged him. Sisi, when the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt started saying, "Oh, we're doing Ghazwa to Sanadi," you know what's Ghazwa mean, right?
Yeah.
They would use kind of this terminology to incite all the Muslim, or everyone, almost Muslims.
Yeah. I agree with
Sisi
Benny
was
on
not
this.
from the people, man. Sisi was installed by the Americans.
Doesn't matter. He's still an installation.
I'm saying, but you have to look at the ideology of the people.
I don't care.
And
that's what we are saying. That's what Benny and I are
is
saying.
more popular today than ever before in the last 100 years.
No, I don't agree with you.
No, actually, what happened in October 7 kind of strength, if you don't, like, I don't know how you don't see it, strength the nationalism. The Egyptians saying, oh, thank God we got rid of the Muslim Brotherhood by Sisi. Like, even you were anti-Sisi, now you understand kind of like, why did we do it, right? Even in Jordan, right? The king says, a few months ago, they said, like, we're prohibiting Muslim Brotherhood. No one could open his fucking mouth and say no. The national identity became
nobody's allowed to open their mouth in Jordan.
No. They would talk before, but now when he told them shut the fuck up, everyone shut the fuck up because now they understand they are in a region where Israel is your neighbor, and when Israel is your neighbor, you don't fuck around with. It's not like a game. It's not a dollhouse. You try to do shit. No. Now we understand the value that Mubarak used to bring, for example, to the table. like we
But
have
the
someone.
people you're citing, like Sisi and the King of Jordan, these people are Western puppets. They're viewed as such by
I'm not
everybody
denying.
in the
I'm
Middle
not.
East, right?
No.
So-
I'm not saying they're Western puppets. Sorry, I might understand that about Jordan. I might understand that about him. Okay, but with Egypt, no, he's not the puppet.
Wait, what?
He's not.
Sisi?
No, he's not.
Of course
I
he
know
is.
you. No, he's not, man. Listen, if he's a puppet,
100% he is.
just a second. All the 2 million Gazans, they would be already inside of Egypt now. Why did he close?
No,
the
no,
border?
just because he's highly
Let's be
influenced
careful
by
with the
Western
word, let's
powers.
fuck it, no.
Hold on, okay, fine. He's highly influenced by Western powers, was installed by them and their allies in the region, right? That doesn't mean he can do anything, right? Because if he had let in 2 million people, right, they probably, like, there would have been a mass revolt against him. So, like, you have to understand that there are certain things that you can and cannot
The
do,
national
even as a
identity,
puppet.
the secular national identity, it getting in of its strength inside of Egypt from the army. The army of itself, it's a state within the state.
And it's controlled
And
by,
Egypt,
and it's highly
no, just a second.
controlled by
Sisi
the
is not
Americans.
controlled.
And it's
No,
not-
sorry, it's not really controlled by the Americans. The Egyptian army, it's not. It's corrupt. There's so many things about it, but it's not controlled by the Americans. One of the
by
things-
the Americans and its allies, yes it does. The UAE specifically is probably one of the most influential countries.
I don't think
Regionally,
you know.
but Saudi
the
Arabia as well.
No, I think you're looking at it very primitively and very shallow what you hear. But if you look within the Egyptian society and you get someone who really understands the army and kind of the background and why are they structured the way they are, your understanding of their relationship with the Americans and the UAE is really primitive. It's way more complicated.
The army in Egypt is propped up by the Americans. And they're propped up as a result of recognizing Israel.
No.
Yes. That's exactly what happened. That's why Egypt is, the second biggest recipient of American funding in the region?
Yeah, but it's not being to be controlled. It's to preserve the peace.
No,
between
you give
Israel.
them money for what?
No, just a second. You give them money for 1 second to keep the peace and calm between Israel and Egypt.
Yes, this is a form of control. Because if you did not control them in that sense, then they would pose a threat to Israel.
Why the Egyptian army is staffing their tanks right now inside of Sinai?
I agree with you, Bani.
Why? Why the
Which
Egyptian army is on full alert inside of Sinai right now?
Because, there are several reasons why they could
What are they preparing it for? For who?
You think they're going to invade Israel?
No, they're not going to invade Israel, but they know that Israel. Just a second. What happened in Syria in 24 hours after the regime fell, and what Israel did of eliminating the whole Syrian army, that sends a message to Egypt too. Don't think Egypt was sitting and watching. It's like, oh, interesting. They did that to Syria. That will never happen to us. No, man.
You mean never happen again, right?
No. Listen, when every country around Israel, neighboring countries, saw what happened to Syrian army, within less than 24 hours, every army took notes. Even the Egyptian army, which is the only threat, not to invade Israel. They don't want to invade Israel. But they know that Israel is capable and they have a plan to do that in Sinai.
Yeah, sure.
So, and the Israelis are talking
That doesn't mean, but that doesn't mean that Egypt's not being controlled by America and the UAE.
I'm just going to give you advice. Do not use these kind of very simplistic way of describing the world. This being controlled
You're being very general. There you go.
Okay, highly influenced. Egypt is and its military is
You're being too general.
by America and the UAE and Saudi Arabia.
Is China is China influencing India, or like all countries have influence on each other? That's
He's kind of
diplomatic ties.
super general.
Yes, that's why I say highly influenced.
These are
To the extent where a high degree of influence could denote control.
But
Okay,
these
in
are
what
kind of
sense? Like,
relationships.
give some particulars, right? You're giving some kind of like generalized.
In the sense that, like, when the Egyptians elected somebody that the Americans didn't like, they waged a propaganda campaign against him, made sure that the country did not function, right? The inner apparatus, the deep state, right? And then the Americans came and
The
supported
Egyptians.
Sisi.
Listen.
The Egyptians elected him.
Just a second. After what he did, do you know what happened 1 week before they threw him? You know what kind of how did he change the constitution? He literally changed the constitution that his opinion cannot be changed, and that's in a message to the army. And they gave him an ultimatum to come back
It's
from
the army which was effectively controlling the nation, which controlled all the major institutions of the nation, which is controlled the economy of the nation.
Is the Turkish army was controlling it was before Erdogan? Okay, so you cannot, but this is how it happened.
Yes, in order to retain civilian leadership, you have to overthrow the military if the military is powerful. Otherwise, you're effectively a dictator.
What I'm trying to tell you is the influence comes from within. You don't need the Americans to get the army to do a coup.
Well, who supported that?
No, man, they are okay with it. Okay, they were okay with it.
You don't think the Americans supported them to take out Morsi?
Listen, sorry, they were okay with it. But was it the Americans who told them to do that? That's bullshit, man. No, the Egyptian army does not like the images that were coming.
Listen.
It's not about America telling them what to do. It's actually that America have intelligence agency in Egypt and controlling the narrative like they planning to. So they are the ones who have put it this new regime. It's all about destabilizing all local regions close to Israel. That's the main plan. And so if you read news, now Iran is on the next hit list. It's all about that. Does it mean America tells Egypt, hey guys, you need to do this, and they will listen? No, they have intelligence agency running the country under the table. That's it.
They cannot change the regime if the army does not want to change the regime. Like they cannot. The Egyptian army was anti-Muslim Brotherhood. They saw that the Muslim Brotherhood were trying to change the fabric and the constitution in a way that cannot be unchanged. The Muslim Brotherhood is a very stupid and mature movement. They're not. That's kind of very known about them. They could not predict that there will be a coup, so they should not run the country. I'm very happy.
I mean, it's a good image. They have a good goal. They stand for something that is good. But they were. We can both agree that they were not so organized.
What do they stand for? They went and they turned it into a religious war internally. They almost turned it into a civil war. The Muslim Brotherhood were shooting at some people, like the images that were coming out of Al Jazeera.
The Muslim Brotherhood is better than this new regime, isn't it?
No, not at all.
Why not?
Because the Muslim Brotherhood is immature. If you could not predict that there's going to be a coup, you should not be running a country.
I know, like I'm not
speaking
from strategic warfare. I'm speaking like from a religious perspective.
I don't think you should bring religion into the state. Like you should not, because the minute I debate with you about the policy that you took, you can say God said, and then you end and you kill the discussion. And this is what the Muslim Brotherhood were doing. We're talking about finance and we're talking about economy, and then you start using God and Hadith and Quran. That means we're never going to get to an agreement, because you're telling me if I disagree with you, I am an infidel. And this is why we don't want these kind of discussions. This is actually what we have a problem with Hamas.
Mm-hmm. Hamas doesn't do that. What are you talking about?
Hamas does not do that exactly.
Oh, Edward.
No, Hamas... when they were in charge, and when they won elections in the West Bank, they kept the secular government.
What are they?
And even Hamas now, when they were governing Gaza, they were governing multiple. They had multiple groups from the PFLP.
What did they do to the opposition? What did they do to the opposition? What are they doing right now in Syria?
The opposition sat down with them at the table. What do you mean?
I'm talking now. What Hamas is doing right now to the opposition.
Wait, you think this is the opposition? What they're doing right now?
No, they're killing.
That's the opposition.
They're executing anyone who speaks against them.
That's Israeli propaganda.
I've heard that, but there's no evidence.
That's not true.
No,
we literally have Israel.
My friend father was abducted today.
Yeah, so is mine. Yeah, okay, I could say the same thing.
No, his name is Mustafa Asfour. You can go check him out.
Oh, then he must have done something.
No, he did not do shit. You know what's his problem? That his son, who lives outside of Gaza, is criticizing Hamas. So what they do? Don't tell me no.
When did they do that? You don't hear about this from them.
They took his father?
Just a second, Mustafa. Just don't tell me don't.
No. You don't know anything about Hamas.
I know shit tons about
let him
Hamas.
talk. Let me hear
Let me
that.
finish.
So what did his friend do? Like his father? What does his father have to
Just
do
a
with
second.
his tweet?
Most of us for you tweets and he's opposed of Hamas. He kept tweeting about Hamas on their Qurans, and because they could not get Mustafa, they went and they abducted his father. And another one today on Facebook. You can. I'm just gonna bring it and leave it in the comments.
Okay, so they abducted his father because of his son.
اسمع شوي. Yeah, they did that. And
Yeah, you have articles?
Just a second. They called someone's mother, right? And they threatened her, if you don't shut your son from posting against us, we're gonna come and we're gonna kill one of the kids. They did.
There's so many people that speak up against Hamas.
It
doesn't sound logical. Why would Hamas even care about a random tweet? Like there's millions of tweets against Hamas. What are you talking about?
They do care. They do care.
No, they don't care, man. What do you mean?
Look in the comments. Look in the comments. Go look in the comment now. It's posted by.
Bro, there's millions of tweets against us.
No. They execute people. They shoot them in the knees.
No, they don't.
They do.
Maybe a small portion of them, like the are criminal portion.
No, they don't. It's not about criminals.
Because they're criminals. Maybe some criminals claim themselves to be Hamas.
You're just Hamas apologist. That's all.
Bro, Hamas is the resistance, isn't it?
Hamas and Sinwar. Mabsood.
Okay, where you from? Where you from, Bani?
Qasem Hamas. Just a second.
Bani, where you from? Where you from? Which country you from?
Qasem Hamas.
Okay, but why are you cursing? Bro, be civilized.
I am civilized. If you
I understand your anger and your hate. Like, we fully understand that, but we don't need to curse.
No, I will curse Hamas.
Don't curse in here in this room.
No, I will curse.
In this room, we will talk civilized to adult men.
حماس
Kick him. He's using a bad language.
اوكي باني قرا حماس بس لا تجيب اسماء اشخاص قرا حماس بس لا تجيب اسماء اشخاص ارجوك جيب اسمعني لا تجيب
Guys, nothing.
They kidnapped the father of my friend, and this guy's like, no, you don't know shit. You're just apologist for them. You're a fucking
listen,
apologist.
I understand your confusement. I understand your anger, okay? You have valid reasons. You have a relative who has been abducted. We understand that, okay? But cursing is not going to help you reach your goal. You don't need to curse
here. I just left another video.
Just because this specific event happened.
I just left another video of Hamas leader, okay? What's his name? Abu Jassim. I'll get you the name of him. He's kicking a family from a tent so he can take their spot. I will put a post of my friend whose father was abducted today, Mustafa Asfour, just because his kid was speaking about it. There's so many. Don't tell me about Hamas. I know Hamas more than you.
I mean, no, I know Jindit doesn't like Hamas, but.
Me too. But I cannot say anything, about, no, please, be patient, Bani. We cannot say,
طلعوك عن هذا بدي يقول لك شو بتعرف شو بتعرف.
Bonnie just said that the Palestinians
بيتحاكموا والله لا يتحاكموا.
Isn't Hamas the only resistance against Israel?
No, this is the problem, right?
And how can you hate Sinwar?
There's a tribe. Look at what they just did right now. Without any evidence whatsoever, they said that if Hamas arrested this guy, that means he must be a criminal. So the assumption is Hamas, there's no corruption, that Hamas operates under freedom and liberty and all of these things. And if you were arrested by Hamas, that means you must have been a criminal.
Well,
no one says that.
Unbelievable.
No one says that.
You just did that right now.
Let me ask you a question.
You just did that right now, man.
Strong perspective of seeing this point, because you're clearly hating Hamas, but I want to see your point on Israel. Do you like Israel?
I don't. Here's the thing. Can you?
Do you like Israel, or yes or no?
Is that بأن ناكل يهود؟
Love Israel.
Okay, stop with this shit.
Okay, he's a Palestinian 48 that hates Israel. خلاص. He's a
Hates Israel?
Yeah, bro.
What the fucking discussion, man? Like, you came late to the fucking party. I just left in the comment my friend whose father was abducted. It's in
going to be running a
24-hour if you go to his profile, you can find
as soon as we are done here today,
multiple times.
I'm going to post a graphic online. We are going to run a poll on
put Hamas inside out. I literally know shit that you will never be able to forget.
I swear God, they are going to be quoted.
Can I just ask
one by one. one by one. Everyone who committed any crime, anybody he been killed or raped or stolen things, he will be committed. He will be quoted. He will be tried.
No, he won't. That's the thing. If these people attain power, they will be in power. Nobody will hold them accountable. It's the same thing for Syria right now. We have to contend with Jabhat al-Nusra taking over, right?
Okay,
with
what's the alternative to Hamas? What's the other side?
Right? And because خلاص, once you take power, that's it. Like it's done.
Bani, who would you like to
I don't need to
anyone else.
I don't want to give you a solution.
Who's anyone else?
Just a second. Hold on. There's gonna be election, and Hamas will be convicted by the Palestinian law. But right now, the discussion was, I'm telling you about something, and you made something holy. You made something holy. You cannot criticize Hamas.
No one is saying Hamas is holy.
You just did.
No one is saying that.
By
your
What I'm
behavior,
saying
you're
is they are the resistant group. Maybe
they're not resistance. Hamas is not a resistant group. I don't see.
Who's not the idea?
No, Habib. You know, just a second. A drug dealer shooting at the IDF. Like Tajur, Sunni Amud. Tajur, like the drug dealer shoot at the Israeli police does not mean he's a resistant.
And the women.
It does mean he's a resistant.
Another woman here speak.
He can still be resistant in a drug dealer. Yeah, but it doesn't make him a good person.
He's sick. This guy is.
باني هم ركبوا الموجة في الانتفاضة الأولى هم ركبوا الموجة يا حبيبي.
Who do you blame?
Can someone check Edward because he's lying all the time?
Yeah, listen, man. We had the same issue after the ceasefire and everything. When Hamas was lining people up and calling them traitors and like executing them, everybody was defending them.
Then go.
And that's problematic.
Do you know that family name? Did you hear about it?
Guys, can I just say something like
no,
for one? Just want to speak for 1 minute.
You know
I wanna warn you about something.
Go ahead then, yeah.
Wait. Because you Palestinians got this fucking
Wednesday,
Trust me.
Just a second, hold on. I will in Majadi family.
Now we got fucking set up here about to add his fucking.
Wednesday, just let the Arabs do their thing.
Nargis, you need to
just a second. Just a second. In Majadi family, Israel asked them. They sent him a message to their Mukhtar, to the I don't know how to describe the family.
Okay.
And they asked him that they want him to collaborate. Just a second. To collaborate with them and kind of create a militia because they're a very large family. The Mukhtar refused to do that. They dropped a bomb. They killed 102 from that family. 102 in 1 day.
Damn.
Just a second. Week after, they had Hamas wanted to evacuate from their tent because they want to take the land, fight with Hamas. Hamas went and they executed 9 of their people. Hamas called them traitors. People who lost 102 a week before. So the label traitor by Hamas is very easy. It's just like water. They slap it at anyone. So whatever they tell you, we that shit flies on you. It does not fly to us. We know exactly what Hamas do. We know when they call someone traitor, it has nothing to do with it. Who killed Muhammad al-Daif? When Muhammad al-Daif is hiding in al-Muwasi Khan Yunis, and 300 people were killed with him, innocent civilians.
Wednesday.
I just trying to say something for
No. This is you need to read the room, honey. You need to read the room. This is a moment. You need to wait. Wednesday.
Maybe Hamas isn't good, but there's one good thing they do. They're resistant.
When Muhammad al-Daif was killed, who told Israel about Muhammad al-Daif that he was hiding between civilians in Muwasi Khan Yunis? It was a Hamas member.
Intelligence agencies, right?
No, it was Hamas member who told him. Who is it? Why don't they talk that there are traitors in between them? Why do they always like to slap anyone who killed? Hamas was full of traitors.
Yeah, it has. No one's rejecting that, but the thing is, like maybe they have done the bad things, but at the same time, we know they are standing their ground.
They're not standing their ground. Abu Marzouk said the following. Abu Marzouk said 3 months ago when they were debating with him on Al Jazeera, guys, the arms that we hold, we are the only one who can secure the settlements. You cannot take it from us. Our arms is the only way to secure the fucking settlement. That's Abu Marzouk. Imagine again. The head of Hamas, one of the leaders of Hamas, said, "Our weapons will be used to secure the Israeli set, so don't take it from us." Hamas weapons is not against Israel. What's left out of it is to use against the fucking Palestinians.
Yeah, maybe. The thing is, in such chaotic
زلمة
environments.
خلص روح كل خرا قد جنب.
Huh?
Dude, I'm not going to continue debate with him because he does not fucking know the ABCs I'm coming here to debate. I can keep pulling.
Why is your Arabic مكسرة?
العربي مكسرة كسر كوسة على راسه.
Why are you being like insulting? Like what
Because
is this how you talk?
لأنه الزلمة شوي
تعبت من
الزلمة ليه عم يسب يعني أنا سبيته شيء؟
لا يا حبيبي لأنك أنت مش فاهم.
هو دمه حامي.
ليش عم تسب؟
لأنك مش فاهم إشي وبتحكي.
حتى لو مش فاهم بتسب إذا واحد مش
يعني
فاهم.
أحسن بنا مثبت يا بدي أكون صريح معك حبيبي بني أوليف يعني شوي يروق شوي.
حدا سب فيك لحتى تسبه؟
يا زلمة والله
What is this man? Be a man. Kick this guy like he's not supposed to be here.
صاحبي
This guy is not supposed to be here.
أبوه فدائي يوم خطفوه ولا خطفوه
طيب يا عمري طيب يا عمري
خطفوا واحد بكاسير بخطفوا فدائي اللي كان محبوس عند
عرفهم روح.
I don't think it's nice.
استغفر الله. قاعدين تكفر وما بعرف شو. Guys, can you mod me? I'm gonna kick this Benny out because he's being really rude and cursing a lot and saying.
Hey, where are you from? Are you Palestinian?
Yeah, I'm Palestinian. Yes.
Question.
Where?
Oh my God! Can I say something?
man.
Y'all
من
ever
تل
having
أبيب.
small?
من
Y'all
اللي
ever having small talk? Talk something now, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Wednesday. Go
Thank
ahead.
you.
Bonnie, I have a question. Like, I understand.
No,
your
just kick
anger.
him. Don't ask him questions.
No, I want to speak to him. Though. I understand your anger. I understand you dislike Hamas, but
I'm sorry,
in
brother.
my opinion, oh my God, in my opinion, this disagreement with other Palestinians, with other Arabs, should have been done in a private room because what they're going to say, the Zionists, in my opinion, they're going to say that the genocide, the supposed genocide, was of the Palestinians'
Great
fault
question.
because
Yeah, that's a
they're
good
going
point.
for Hamas.
Great question. Let me answer you.
No, you're not supposed to answer.
Yes.
Leave.
طلعوا بعدين بتقولوا لي ليه بتسب دينه يعني أنيكو هذا يسكتوا.
Someone kick this guy out.
Hey, shush.
This guy's a drug
I have a
dealer.
message
Yeah, no,
from
tell you,
Francis.
yeah.
Oh, wait, never mind. Better touch that.
بلا منيك يا.
By the way, you know that's a huge fucking stereotype. That like 48 Arabs are drug dealers. This is a huge stereotype. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's just the beginning.
Everyone knows the Lebanese are the best drug dealers in the region.
That is true.
They have the best hash. كلهم يعني الحسوطيس
No,
ما
it's
في
the
أحسن من
Syrians.
لبنان.
It's Bashar and his friends.
No.
Actually,
Actually,
I thought you were
Hezbollah was the biggest
moderate.
drug dealer in Syria.
Bro, we have the best drugs. Number one, we have tabbouleh. And whoever's not addicted to it, there's something fucking wrong with you.
Whoa.
And then we have hash.
Lebanese tabbouleh is best, bro.
Thank
I
you.
grow, you know, the best I grow just only for tabbouleh.
The Palestinian falafel is best, and Lebanese is.
You know what? I agree with you. I agree with you.
Oh my God.
Benny Olive, can you answer Benny's question?
Answer yes. So.
ايه ما تسب ما قلت له ما تسب ليش انت عم تسب
طب اسكت
انت بلشت.
يا عمي طيب.
اوكي هو بلش بس اذا اللي سواه
خلاص
غلط
شباب.
انت ما تعمل
خلاص.
اسكت. تفضحناش مشان الله.
Okay, the idea is that the Israelis don't know about our conflicts. I'm telling Israelis engineered our conflict. They know our conflict inside.
Bravo.
Israel orchestrated this conflict and division between the Palestinians. So kind of the idea, let's not do it. They know. Now, I want to be clear. The root cause and the cancer is Israel. The symptom of this cancer is Hamas. But what I'm worried about, that we as Palestinians, just a second. Sometimes before you die from cancer, you die from the symptom of that cancer. And I'm worried that my people will die from symptoms. Why? Because we have irrational, stupid, immature movement that is gambling with the life of Palestinians as if we are sheep that have no names and we can just bring more kids. I don't really care about what people think. I care about the people themselves. I care about my friend that his father was a fidei, arrested by Israel multiple times, and he was abducted from his tent today in Wasif and Yunus.
Oh, wait, you said something interesting there.
I don't
hold on.
talk to you. But
No. Like, I'm not gonna insult you or something. But you said something interesting. You said he was abducted by the Israelis and released multiple times.
He was a prisoner.
So why was he abducted and released multiple times?
This is how they do.
He was a fidei.
Hold on. Usually, let me give you. This is hold on, don't interrupt me. When Israel captures someone, when the IDF take you as a prisoner, hold on, I have a
Let him get his bullshit so we can debunk it. I know what he's done.
You can debunk me after. Thank you. Usually, when the Israeli government or military take you and take you into custody, they have always good reasons. They don't just release you easily. Hold on, let me finish. They don't just release you easily. They don't release you easily unless you give them information. If they have taken you multiple times, it means you have revealed information that's crucial for, Hamas. So, maybe that could be the reason that Hamas abducted him. Do you agree with me?
Listen, man, if you want to use that logic, then the vast majority of Hamas members are Muslim.
Including
No.
Honey. Israel, they saved Hani's life.
They don't release easily. That's what I'm trying to say. So this guy
pick them up and release them. They don't do that, no.
Thank you. Exactly.
And if they take you, we're there for at least a few months.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Benny, your friend's father, I'm sorry to say this, but your friend's father probably revealed secret information about Hamas' position, and that's why they released him, bro. And they took him again and again and again.
How do you explain Hani? How do you explain Hani?
Hamas fucked him up.
Hani?
They healed him of cancer.
حبيبي والله حبيبي.
Yo, how can you talk shit about Sinwar, bro? Sinwar was like, I don't give a fuck if I die, I wanna die. Like, I wanna die.
Go die. I wanna die. Who cares?
Bitch ass boy.
You take the whole Gaza with you. Die. You wanna die.
Benny, you were a Muslim, yeah? You were
طيب أنا مساعد أنا جنس بجيب أختك مش
ايش بغيت؟ اللي عن قصك عصا.
سوري
السوري بتغيظك.
طيب بالله عليك يا حبيبي والله انا فاهم لك انا اسف
هو عم بيقول انه اسمع هو غلط بالكلام على فكره
ليه انت ابن ناس وعالم بين عليك انت نظيف وباني برضه نظيف
انا كنت نظيف من البدايه هو صار يسب فيني هو فوز السباك بالحكي.
I just want to point out that the Palestinians have taken over the Holocaust room.
Okay. Well,
Baruch Hashem.
It's a random question. Like what I'm that Benny fucked up. He messed up. He mistakenly said that his friend's father was taken by the Israeli government multiple times, not once, not twice, multiple times, and released. That's a huge red flag. Huge red flag.
Have you ever heard the term administrative detention or illegal fighter?
I mean, usually when the Israeli government take you...
Let me help you, Ty. Let me help you. Israel has 3 categories in which it can...
Hey, Royce, you're Israeli, right?
Yes, and let me explain, Ty. Let me explain. Israel has 3 categories. Prisoners that have been charged and sentenced, administrative detainees, and illegal fighters. The second 2 categories...
Okay, you're an AI.
Just a second. I got the number. Just a second. So I got...
Benny, you messed up, bro.
His father was arrested in 1979, and then he was released, and then he was arrested in 1987 for 15 years.
Shut up.
For 15
Shut
years.
the fuck up.
So he stayed in Israeli prison. He stayed twice. He at least like the long serving, beside the arrest here and there.
Yeah, whatever, bro. I don't really care.
بس امك شايف
I talk to him, please. Let me talk to him. Die. I have been in the prison. Listen to me. I have been in the prison. I have been by myself. I have been in the prison, and I get sentenced, and I released. I stay 1 year, and they release me. Listen. And after that, they keep on me in the custody. This is something very terrible. They put me, and the others, they thought I am a fucking corporator. Terrible. Listen, you fucking stupid.
نسب عليه في العربي مش في العربي ليش ما في الانجليزي
sorry
لا ما تسب مشان ربك مان.
ولا
احكي عادي
ولا اسمع
لا
مش محبوس
ولا كانوا يحبسوني يا حيوان.
محبوس
كانوا يحبسوني عشان الناس تقول عني عميل يا واطي، وانا اشرف من الشرف يا واطي.
لا ما حدا عم يحكي لك
انت ما بتستحي اسمع كلامي.
ايوه
لك يا زلمه ايش مالك ايه؟
بحطها اخلص shut the fuck up.
استغفر الله العظيم يا زلمه ليه عم تسب؟ انا ما سبيتك شيء يعني والله ما حكيت معك شيء. والله عيب عليكم انت العرب يعني.
ولا خليتني اسلم.
Integrity do you have?
وعلي الطلاق خليتني اسلم.
يلا. The thing is, we Arabs we need to train our personality and akhlaq. I think we
زي ما قصة اختك جاي تنظر علينا هون هناك لما
خلص
انت مش عربي ليه عم تحكي هيك؟
guys
ما غلط تحكي
بس ولا عرصة ولا
لما الحس قصة اختك
بس ولا عرصة وينك انت؟ لا قرد ولا
شباب
والله عيب عليكم
ولا قرد
سيبك منه
الله يعيب عليكم تثقفوا شوية يعني.
Sometimes when we speak to people we need to understand like you're talking to someone who's up there, he exists, he has a brain, so we're not with 3 lines you understand the guy in front of you is just coming to troll. In that case خلاص this is
no, I'm not here to troll actually, you the one who started it. I spoke to you 100% professionally without cursing, without saying anything. You were the one who was cursing against me.
You were defending Hamas when I told you that
so what?
Abducted.
It's my opinion.
No, just a second.
You cannot curse at someone just because it doesn't share your opinion.
No, that's not about
what is this?
I was saying they abducted the father of my friend and you immediately jumped into defense.
No. Yeah, but that cannot justify you cursing at me. What is this?
I let you know also one more thing.
The gentleman with...
You know that I have been wanted to the brothers who became to the Hamas. Before they became Hamas, I have been wanted in my city, Nablus, in my city. I have been wanted. They want to kill me.
Why?
Because they believe that اولاد قحبه هم اولاد قحبه والله اولاد قحبه شاب صغير كنا عمري 15 16 سنه اولاد الشرموطه بدهم يقتلوني لاني كنت اروح على المدرسه. اسمع لي ولا تسمع يا واطي اسمع.
لك لا عم تقول واطي يا زلمه شو مالك يا زلمه؟
لانك ما بتصدقني وما بتحترمني.
ما ينقال ما عم بصدقك عم بسالك اسئله وليه عم
غلطت علي شوي انت يا بنيه غلطت علي حبيبي غلط.
لا ما حكيت عليك ولا كلمه انا كنت عم بحكي
لا حكيت انت بدك بالغلط انا ما
والله ما حكيت عليك ولا كلمه انت سمعت غلط.
Okay, let's talk in English. I have been wanted at that time because at that time in Arabic I don't know how to translate it. They believe the brotherhood. They don't believe in resistance. And always we have a very high discussion together, everywhere. In the school, they don't go out. They don't believe in resistance at that time. So that we have conflict. We go out from the schools and we resist in the everywhere. We make clothes or other stuff, and they keep on in the school and they press the teacher to give them lectures. You get what I mean? And we get angry. One day we go inside and we make trouble with them, and then they get the help from outside the school. You get what I mean? and they kick our asses. After that,
المشكلة أنا بديش أفتح موضوع لما في مواضيع ثانية بس ما يعني المواضيع الاغتصاب اللي بيعملوها حماس في مراكز المساعدات في أشياء بتعرفوهاش الواحد بده
ما بدنا تخويت يعني كل واحد يلزم حده كل واحد يلزم حده
وانزل وفي واحد
بعدين بني حبيبي أنا وياك متفقين we meet me and you بني you know why
بس أنت بالك طويل حط جوغرافيز وكله يلا
لا حبيبي خلي بالنا طويل أنا هيك أسلوبي ناجح I success in my life this is my style you know I didn't sit beside opposite I don't like to sit opposite you even though we don't agree even though we don't agree I like to sit a little bit beside you and then we
good thinking.
You got what I mean? Yeah that's it.
So yeah, there's a lot of traumatic events that happened, but I mean, the most fundamental in civilized discussions is that you.
Shut the fuck up, I dropped him.
you all know على خربة الغرفة.
إذا ولا طالع نطر علينا مش فاهم منطيز ومنزل.
You know nothing. You know nothing. You know
Guys,
nothing.
can you guys start a new room? I just feel like it's exhausting.
Before you get sorry to disturb anybody. I love you all. I love you all. I love you, Benny. I love you, everybody.
Someone requested to talk. You want to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, for you guys in the room, Benny, I respect what you have to say as a Palestinian because people on the internet are used to a certain narrative of voices and opinions, and then with someone you are Palestinian upside, and you have a different opinions. I don't respect the fact that Palestinian and non want to cancel you, attack you, and insult you for having an honest opinion about what you experience, the way you feel around the experience about certain leaders and how they have, harmed your community and people around you. And I think it's really good for you to speak up against it.
Wow. Thanks for sharing. I gotta go, guys. I'm closing the room. I think it's not super strong conversation. Bye.
Bye, Buttercup.
Okay, goodbye.
Hello?
Yeah, definitely. It should make sense. Makes perfect sense because the pederasty was like a thing. He was obsessed with the Romans.
Where do you get the boy from?
Huh? Who said that?
The boy is the new angle. Where do you get that?
What do you mean it's a new angle? It's always been there. It's the yeah. Like if you think about it, like pederasty was a thing back in the Jewish Roman era, right? During the time of Jesus. So pederasty is really the sexual immorality. It's not homosexuality.
Right, but why associate that with Aisha? Like, why does that?
Because
there were also girls, right? I mean,
the reason why I say that Aisha's a boy is because one, she never got pregnant, never produced a child. To me, that would be the ultimate reason to have a young bride, would be to produce children. You get what I mean? She never even produced a child. The Coptic slave produced a child in a shorter amount of time than Aisha was around. So
because all women must produce children. This is your example. All women necessarily produce children because they can. This is completely like taking out the angle where perhaps there are some women who cannot produce children.
Or women that don't get their period, like young boys.
In fact, historically,
historically, young boys.
I don't know.
Yeah, historically, young boys don't get their period.
I mean, you know why this is coming across as like really flawed as an argument? It's because perhaps you as a Christian, this would be the refutation. You're justifying, I don't know, the priest or whatever, child.
Hey, listen, you want to do whataboutism? That's fine.
This is probably what, like, your as a refutation, this is what you
You want to do whataboutism to me?
trying to cover
That's
up for the
perfectly
priest.
fine. It doesn't cover up the fact that this is historically in their corpus and in their writings that either Aisha is a young boy or a young girl. So I'm gonna think that he wasn't stupid enough, because I think it's more common for older men to like younger boys versus younger girls. So it actually makes more sense, even historically it does. Even with all the botcha bodies and the way that the Ottoman Empire actually had. So these are like deep-rooted secrets within, their culture. It's going on in Afghanistan, it goes on in Pakistan, it goes on in these areas very frequently.
I think those boys are restricted. At least with this